like I'm doing? I am knocking on the door.
I told you they haven't checked out of the hotel yet.
Well, if they haven't checked out, then they won't hear it. If they have, they will.
Will you quit with that? There's a lady across the hall with big ears.
How big?
Huge.
Then don't set me up.
Then knock it off.
Look, I ain't taking a lot of risk for you here. Okay? This is a long shot.
It's not a long shot. I think Kirk's gonna bury himself with this. Go ahead. you
1,
go.
2, 3.
Go. Take your time.
Easy as pie. It sounds to me like the residence is now vacant.
Yes, could you please send a bellhop to room 425? Thank you.
Well, does that mean the honeymoon's over?
Oh, I'm sorry. I hope I didn't wake you up.
Are you gonna leave without me?
No, I was going to leave you a note, and I figured you could catch up with me later.
Well, what's the hurry? I mean, I thought we'd have a little bit of breakfast here. We don't have to check out for another 3 hours. You are the
Oh, that's
boss
okay,
of this
Kirk.
hotel.
I wanted to go now.
Well, why am I acting surprised? Let me pack up so we can leave together.
Kirk, you said you'd understand that you wouldn't get angry with me like you are now.
I do. And I'm not, Eden. The fact is, I am a little disappointed. You don't understand. I'm in love with you.
Look, I think things will be a little bit differently when we get home.
Home meaning?
Well, I guess your apartment, unless you'd like to stay at the house.
No, I don't think that's a very good idea. Yeah, my apartment till we find something better.
You know, I would like to go to the house, though. Kelly's going to be home this morning. I'd like to be there to tell her about us.
Before somebody else breaks the news? Sorry, scratch that. I'll be ready in 5.
Nick, you don't have to buy me anything.
Yes, I do. It is in the contract I just signed in San Francisco. A large percentage of my advance must be spent on a beautiful woman that I'm crazy in love with. If I don't, the whole deal is null and void.
Your publisher drives a hard bargain, doesn't he?
It's the price of success. So what'll it be? Something special. Extraordinary.
How about an autographed copy of the book when it comes out?
Kelly, the book is going to be dedicated to you. What do you say, little brother? What should I get her, huh?
I don't know. I think she'd like anything you gave her, Nick.
Oh, come on, you two. You're no help at all. I need at least a suggestion. I know you don't need a darn thing, but there must be something.
Look, you should get yourself a present, not me.
Oh, come on. That's no fun.
Yeah, it is. You know how proud I am of you. I mean, come on. The most prestigious publishing house in the country is making a book on your photographs.
Making you proud of me is the best part of it. In fact, I think it's cause for celebration. Dylan, do you think it's too early in the day to have some champagne?
It is for me.
Yeah, I guess it'd be kind of hard to get a hold of it way up here off the ground. There it is.
What?
That's the gift I want to give to you.
The Hearst Castle?
San Simeon. Hearst's Valentine to Mary Ann Davies. Oh, I can understand now for the first time why he built that. I would love to build a place like that for you. The size of it, it is incredible. I've never seen it this from the air before. Look at the gardens. Kelly. Kelly.
What? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
I was just asking if you would like to live with me down there.
Good morning.
Hi. Hi, Mama. Did Kelly get here yet?
No, not yet, but she should be here very soon. Hello, Kurt. It's nice
Hi.
to see you.
Sophia, you look lovely this morning.
Thank you very much.
If you'll excuse me, I just need to go to the den to get a couple of papers, the addendum to the Walton contract.
Oh, do you need me?
No, that'll be all right. Why don't you have a little visit?
Kirk's right. You do look beautiful.
Thank you very much. I feel rested.
How you feeling? You feel good?
Yes, I feel good. You look lovely, too. How are you doing?
I'm okay. You know, Mama, you didn't really tell me much about what happened during the fire.
Oh, Eden, it was a terrifying experience, and thank God for Lionel. I mean, if he didn't come after Brendan and me, we wouldn't have gotten out of there alive.
You have strong feelings for him, don't you?
Well, certainly. I mean, under the circumstances, why couldn't I?
What kind of feelings are they?
Eden, everyone around here is assuming that Lionel and I had an affair. And it is absolutely not true.
Look, Mama, I know I don't deserve the right to ask you any questions, especially after the way I've treated you these past few months. But you can't blame any of us for having questions, can you?
No.
Do you love him?
Eden, I can't honestly answer a question like
You can
that.
or you won't. I would really like it if you'd explain.
Look, Eden, the only thing I can say to you is that my feelings are very complicated, but I have no secrets about Lionel at all.
Mama, I really think it would be terrible if you got involved with him again. He hurt you. He tried to ruin your life. Our family has had such a hard time trying to survive as it is. I really don't think we would make it if you got involved with him again.
Eden, I wouldn't.
I hope not.
I agree. Santa Barbara's a great place to live.
So what are we arguing about, huh?
Look, it's a great place for you, but there's not a lot for me there.
Kelly, will you listen to this man talk? I'm there, Kelly is there, Sam is there. That is an unbeatable combination you can't find anywhere in the
Nick,
world.
I have got to go someplace where the best of my talents can pay off.
I just don't think you're giving this town a fair chance.
Well, I don't have a lot of time to sit around and test it out. Besides, before I start making my fortune, I've got to pay you back the money I owe you.
Did I say that?
Yes.
Well, then forget it. Provided you stay.
Nick.
Will you listen to me? I want you to stay.
Well, I'll think about it, okay?
Which means get off my back. Kelly, help, please. Tell him we want him to stay. Tell him he'd be better off here. Huh?
Like, Dylan, you know that Nick wants you to be here. He misses having family around.
Yes. Playing his sympathies. Make him feel guilty.
I don't think that'll work.
Well, try it anyway.
Listen, this is what I'll do. I will scope out a couple of opportunities, but that's all I promise, okay?
I'll take it. Kelly?
Huh?
Those offshore oil wells, do any of those belong to your dad?
Yeah, some of them.
Dylan, now, there is one opportunity. How about the oil business, huh?
Yeah, right, I can buy up a couple of those. Especially the ones that are capped.
Old derelicts, Dad used to call them. Those things haven't been used in about 5 years.
I mean, just they're just sitting there. I mean, all that girder and platform wasted.
Yeah, so once the oil runs out, there's no use to anybody.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm bringing us back around for another look.
Why?
Nothing.
Did you honestly think you were going to live happily ever after you tried to ruin Brick's life?
Brick's come through with flying colors. I've lost everything.
It's not quite the way you had it intended, was it? But so what? What have you lost, really? Except some face. Lionel'll stick by you just like he always does.
I've left Lionel for good.
Again?
I'm never going back. I've walked out on my life. And I don't have anything to replace it with. And I'm frightened, Julia.
I can see that.
I checked into a hotel room here, and I just couldn't be alone, and I didn't know where else to go.
Did you leave Lionel, or did he kick you out because of what you did to Brick?
It had nothing to do with Brick.
Now I'm confused.
I left Lionel because of Sophia.
Oh, are you still gnawing on that old bone?
They seem to have found their old relationship in the middle of that fire.
Did he admit that?
He left me 2 minutes after he got back here and went to her.
Did he tell you that he wants to be with
Of course not. You know Lionel? He wants both of us. He likes to be in a triangle, playing two women against each other.
I don't know. He seemed pretty monogamous to me lately.
Lionel could never be faithful to anyone. What I really should do is just let him marry her. That would be the worst punishment I could inflict against that slut. But I want to punish him, so I'm not going to let him go.
You don't want a divorce?
Just let him try and get one.
He doesn't need your consent, Augusta. This state has a no-fault law.
Well, then I'll just sue him for everything he's got.
You'll get your fair share under community property.
I don't want a fair share. I want revenge. I don't know. I'll think of something. I'll sue him for mismanagement of the child's funds or something. I don't know. I'll keep him in court for years.
Right. That's terrific. You'll be right there with him.
Julia, you don't understand. That man has used up my life. Every time I tried to get away from him, he roped me with more of his promises and his lies. I'm not going to let that happen again. I'm going to fight him. I am not going to be a doormat.
All right, look, I can see that you're in pain, but let's not make it worse by rewriting history. You were never, ever anybody's doormat. You and Lionel are a perfect match for each other.
Sometimes I really can't believe that you're my sister.
Don't do that to me. I'm sick and tired of you doing that to me. Now, what does that have to do with it? Just because I don't agree with you?
Please, Julia, don't be rational with me right now. I can't take it.
I am just trying to stop you from running off on one of your tangents. Now, just try to think ahead.
I don't know what's ahead. I just hope he's miserable.
Why don't you just worry about your own life for once?
I intend to.
What are you going to do?
I don't know. And don't tell me to go and get a job.
Well, why don't you just figure out where you're supposed to live first?
Well, I thought of going up to Tahoe and staying with Lakin.
I don't think that's a very good idea.
No, I guess not. She'd probably just try to get us back together again. But I'm so afraid to live alone. Maybe we could live together.
Huh? Where?
I don't know. We could get an apartment.
I don't know if that's a very good idea.
We've been living together for months now.
Well, yes, but in a very, very big, huge house with lots of rooms and lots of people around, you know, to run interference. One-on-one is a little tricky.
But you're not going to go back there now with Minx and Lionel. I mean, you were only there because of me, right?
Well, I thought this would be a good time for me to get a place of my own.
Julia, please. I love you. And I know you love me and that you want the best for me. I need a friend. Please.
You've done some pretty rotten things in your life, Dad, but Mom stuck by you.
Warren, I'm not denying that.
Well, I know what she did to Brick was the worst ever, but I think she was doing it. She thought she was doing it for you and the family.
Yes, I think she did.
Then what right do you have to throw her out of her own house?
I did not throw her out of the house,
Hey,
Warren.
you just made it very clear to her that you wanted her to leave, right?
No. No, Warren. I begged her to stay with me. She packed her bags and she left on her own accord.
Why don't you go after her?
Because this time I just don't think that's the right thing to do.
You won't know till you try, Dad.
Warren.
Look, don't you want to try, huh?
Oh, Warren, come on. Your mother and I, we have a certain kind of communication. Perhaps, I don't know, sometimes I think we know each other too well. But in the past, whenever something happened like this, I knew that ultimately she would want me to come and break down the door and bring her back here. But now, this time, it's just different. It's different, Warren.
Why?
Because she senses something. Certain certain signals are different.
What signals, Dad?
Warren, I love your mother. I will always love your mother.
Dad. I'm having a hard time following all this, okay?
I'm sorry. I'm having a... Son, I'm having a hard time putting it into words myself. I guess she saw too much.
Is this whole thing about Sophia? Oh, God, Dad.
Warren.
Dad, look. When Mason and I found you and Sophia after that fire, I knew something had happened. You couldn't keep your eyes off her. All you cared about was whether she was okay.
Warren, the ordeal we went through made certain things very clear.
Right. Right. Mom found out you two had an affair while you were up there, and she left. Is that the reason?
That isn't what it is.
She just had to take so much stuff about Sophia, and you swore there'd be nothing more.
And I meant it.
Yeah, you meant it. All the way up until you guys were alone.
Damn it, Warren! I didn't sleep with Sophia. Now, I seem to be on trial here, but I am innocent. And whatever you or anybody else thinks, I did not sleep with her during that fire.
Okay. All right. Well, where does that leave you, Dad? The same place you were before the fire?
No. No, but it wouldn't have happened if it hadn't been for the fire. Sophia and I said certain things to each other, and we felt certain things. We didn't make love. But it changed things. It changed it forever.
Well, it's my favorite nephew. Hi.
Hi, Aunt Julia. Look, would you mind? I've got a couple of things I'd like to say to my mother privately.
It's okay. I'm going to go home and pack my bags.
Thanks.
Yep.
I don't like the way you're looking at me.
Mother, you're going about this all wrong.
Oh, no. No lecture. No lecture, please, on marital relationships from my son.
Please just go home.
No.
Mom, you're just leaving the door wide open
For Sophia.
Dad doesn't want you to go, Mom. If you just give him a chance, he'd apologize.
I have a room papered with his apologies. They are all right here in my head.
Mom, he says they didn't make love.
Then how, pray tell, did they manage to produce a child?
Mother, you know just what I'm talking about. I'm talking about during the fire. I'm sure he meant it.
Your father can be very convincing, Warren. You were there. You tell me. What happened? What did you see?
Mom, they were both out cold at first.
Well, when they warmed up, how did they react to each other?
Well, I don't know what to say, Mom. They were both very happy they made it through this thing alive.
But I mean, you're a very good observer. How did they look at each other? What did they say to each other?
Oh, they looked like they were two people who care a lot about each other, but that...
My case rests.
Well, the Dad swears nothing happened.
No, nothing except maybe that the earth and the stars moved.
Says he loves you.
Yes, I'm sure he does. Like you put a little pet to sleep. Look, Warren, he's made a choice. He wants Sophia. He may not have admitted to himself, but he does.
It's not that simple, Mom.
I'm sure that he has not gone a day since he met that woman without feeling love for her.
Oh, no? Mom, then why did he fight so hard to stay with you when you kicked him out about 3 months ago?
Because Sophia wasn't available. She was out looking for bigger game. Yes, C.C. Capwell. But then, of course, I guess she got tired of waiting.
Well, are you saying Dad's not big game? Look, you're reducing everybody here to their worst possible motives. People are a lot more complicated than that.
But all that really matters in the end is what they do. They can sit around and feel mixed up, but finally, in the end, it's how they act. It's what they do that changes lives.
Mother, getting stranded in that fire was an accident.
I don't think so. I think Lionel went there because he was concerned about Sophia as much as he was about Brandon.
You don't know that, Mother.
You talk to him. You tell me. You tell me that something very important didn't happen between them.
Well, okay, maybe something did. Maybe something did, but that doesn't mean that's all that matters to him. It doesn't mean it's etched in stone.
I know how much you want us to stay together. And I know that it's hurting you. I'm sorry. But I can't have blinders as far as your father's concerned. He loves Sophia.
Mother, would you just talk to him?
No, I can't. Not anymore. He'll hedge, and then he'll get me to come back, and then I'll see the longing he has for her, and then the lies because I want to see her. I know he's saying that it's all because of my jealousy that I've driven him away, but I have never felt secure with his love. Do you know how... Just a terrible feeling to not trust my husband's love. At least I won't have to live with that torture.
There was so much good between the two of you.
Darling, I love you for wanting us to stay together and caring, but I'm afraid there isn't any marriage to save.
You're really married. I can't believe it.
Well, you knew we were planning it.
Yeah, but I never thought... It's just so fast, that's all.
Aren't you going to wish us well?
Of course we are. We're just surprised that you have us.
Congratulations to both of you.
Thanks, Nick.
Yeah, to both of you.
Kelly?
Welcome to the family, Kirk.
Thanks.
Listen, Mama wanted to see you. I'll go to the study and get
Yeah, I'll go with you. Be right back.
Sure.
Well, I guess if you and Kelly are next, that'll make us brothers-in-law, huh?
Then you want to see Mama?
Yeah, I do. I just want to ask you a question first. Did something else happen with Cruz? Is that why you did this?
By this, you're referring to my marriage.
You know what I mean.
Kelly, even if I wouldn't have married Kirk, I would never have gotten back together with Cruz.
I have never seen two people more in love than you two were.
I love Kirk. He's my husband.
For God's sake, Eden, don't tell me this is what you want, that you're happy.
Of course I'm happy.
I don't believe you.
It doesn't matter what you believe, Kelly. You have to accept my marriage, and you have to accept Kirk.
Yeah, of course I will. I don't have a choice, do I? And it looks like you didn't give Cruz one either.
Stay close to the door, will you?
Hey, I got ears like a bat, pal. One footstep down the hall, I hear it.
There's no need for you to be wandering around the joint.
I am a naturally curious human being. Ah, what have we here? A present, delicately wrapped. For my true love? Ooh, a box of chocolates.
Bro, don't do it.
A bottle of champagne over in the eastern corner. Ooh la la. A lady's lingerie. Yes, I like it. Must be Eads. Can't feature the Kirk wearing it. Not yet, anyway.
Will you shut up?
Looks like it's gonna be a hot homecoming, pal. Why don't we lift some of this stuff? I mean, let's really bug this guy. Because you're already bugging him, aren't you? Planting this device.
Look, I just want to get this done and get out of here, okay?
Think you're going a little far this time. If you ask me, this is downright, what do you call it? Voyeuristic, if you ask me. But I know you don't ask me.
The guy's got some kind of hold on Eden. And I'm gonna find out what.
You gonna stick one in the bedroom?
No, I'm not.
Yes. I guess there are certain things we do not wish to hear.
You can be so kind. Let's get out of here.
Huh? Without even saying goodbye, huh?
I wouldn't leave without saying goodbye to you. I was just going to put those in the car first.
Yeah? You don't have to go anywhere, you know.
I know that. That's very nice of you. I just think it's best if I go with Augusta.
Where?
Wherever.
This is so stupid. I mean, she's doing this for no good reason. You know that.
She has her reasons, Lionel. She may have one or two details wrong, but she's got the picture.
Julia, let me tell you something. When a husband comes to a wife and says, I don't love you anymore, I want a divorce, that is the time for Augusta to start behaving the way she's behaving. I didn't do that. I pleaded with her to stay. Got it?
She has a theory that you have a need to be part of a triangle.
That is ridiculous. And if you care at all for us, you will tell her so.
You don't know what she's like now. She doesn't have any sense of herself anymore.
Well, you think I have?
Well, it's different for her. She's the one that was rejected.
I'm not rejecting her.
Well, that's what it feels like to her.
Look.
If it's going to help her for me to be with her, Lionel, then that's what I'm going to do.
Okay, Julia, the best way you can help her and us is to get us back together.
I helped you get back together before. Don't you remember? I just wished you had tried a little harder, both of you, to make it stick.
Julia, I did try. If there's some way that you can persuade her to try again, do it, will you?
You know that I love you, and I'm going to miss you. But I just can't do that this time. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Hello? Dad?
Yes, what?
Listen, could you come over to the Orient Express right now?
What's this about?
Look, I can't talk, but could you come right away? I wouldn't ask you to if it wasn't important.
Yeah, all right. I'll be right there.
Great, thanks, Dad.
You must remember this. A kiss is still a kiss. A sigh is just a sigh. The fundamental things apply as time goes by. Oh, it's still the same old story. A fight for love and glory. A case of do or die. The world will always welcome lovers as time goes by.
That's it. What? I just got the idea of a lifetime. Come on.
Excuse me, folks. My friend's a lunatic. Hey, Dylan, Sam!
Boy, oh boy, the sound of silence. You sure the speakers are working in here?
Yeah, I'm sure.
What about the bug in Kranz's place? Is that thing working?
They're not back yet, all right?
You know something? I have always been very careful in choosing my friends. Take you, for instance. Creme de la creme in the law enforcement department. Then what happens? Along comes some girl who breaks the law. And you're doing the same thing. When is it all gonna end?
With the truth, I hope.
All you're gonna hear is more of Eden saying that she pulled the plug on her daddy. Okay, just the way I heard it.
Listen, man, I expect that. What I want to hear is Kirk's reaction to it. I want to find out how Mr. Slick is keeping her in line.
Okay, now what if, just what if, hypothetically speaking, what if she actually likes the guy?
You quit flapping your lips. I think I hear something.
And she never looked back once. I swear it. It feels good to laugh again.
Well, there aren't many things I like in this world aside from your laugh.
What is this?
Well, see for yourself. Welcome home, Mrs. Cranston.
Look, Kirk, you didn't need to do this. Thank you. It's very sweet.
Oh, man, I told you we should have lifted that guy's stuff in the apartment. I guess this is my cue to cut out, isn't it?
Look, it's been an exhausting couple of days for you, baby. I know you're tired. Why don't we go lie down? Well, do you feel better now?
Yeah, did you get some rest?
A little bit. I was watching you a little bit.
Sounds pretty boring.
Well, it wasn't. I just kept saying to myself, she is my wife. I can't believe this beautiful, ravishing, blonde-headed creature nestled in my arms is my wife. I just couldn't take my eyes off her.
I don't know how I slept with all that attention.
Well, are you hungry? You want me to make you a mushroom omelet?
Oh, no, thanks.
Well, that's too bad, because that's about all I know how to make. Unless, of course, you want the chocolate omelet with the champagne sauce on the side.
No, thanks. No, I'm not hungry.
Can't have you wasting away, sweetheart. What's wrong?
Oh, I was just thinking about Cruz, the way he acted so strangely the other day when I gave him my statement. It scared me.
I can't tell you how much I missed you that night you were away.
I missed you too.
Don't think I'm ever going to let you go again.
It's okay by me.
Hey, still with us?
Yeah.
Something the matter?
No. I just love you an awful lot, that's all.
I must be the luckiest man alive.
Gentlemen, I am giving you my rock bottom rate. I mean, I can't begin to make a profit when I charge so little taking people out of my boat. But I like you guys. I know you're a little strapped right now. And I am willing, believe you me, I am willing just to break even.
No, we really appreciate that, Pearl. Really, we do, don't we, Dill? Dylan?
Huh?
We appreciate that, don't we?
Sure we do.
Right. So glad you're still with us, considering this is your idea. You know, but you guys still haven't told me why you're interested in an abandoned old oil rig.
I have come up with an idea that's going to make the two of us rich.
Well, are you going to tell me what it is, or do I just make my first million blind?
You'll find out. Now, how soon can you take us out there?
In a few minutes.
No.
Guys, you've made a deal to contract my schooner. But I might be persuaded to waive the cost of the rental under certain conditions. Okay?
What conditions, Pearl?
That if I like this scheme of yours, after I hear what it is, of course, that you will take me on as equal partners. Okay? Now look it. I could provide you not only with superior transport and expert navigation, but also with my special brand of business acumen.
No, it's acumen, Pearl. Acumen. Business acumen.
I might add, in all modesty, is rapidly becoming legendary in this town. So, what do you say?
Nah.
It never hurts to ask, does it?
Pearl, what about some coffee?
Yeah, almost ready to take off here. The lunchtime crowd is thinning out. Hey.
So, are you going to tell me what this is all about?
Sure I will. I just thought you'd get a charge out of being surprised.
I got my charge already. Now talk.
Well, I made a couple of calls, and the oil rig that I'm interested in is beyond the limit.
What limit?
The 12-mile limit. Gambling is legal 12 miles offshore.
You are taking me 12 miles out at sea For a crapshoot?
Look, is your mind on hold today or what? Now listen to me, pal. Listen. We are going to turn that oil rig into a casino.
A casino?
Catering to yachts with a boat going back and forth to the mainland.
No, wait a minute. Let me get this straight. A gambling casino on an oil rig, what, 12 miles out?
It's brilliant, huh? And you're the one that gave me the idea.
I did.
Yeah, with that song from Casablanca.
I know.
Well, Rick's place, where Bogart hung out.
Yeah, right, so?
They had gambling in the back of it.
Ah, okay.
You see, that rig was just milling around in my mind, waiting for an idea to turn it into solid cash.
It's good. It's real good. It's fantastic. Hold on a minute. There's only one catch, though.
Yeah?
There's got to be some kind of cost for converting an oil rig into a gambling casino. Where are we going to get the considerable bread for that?
I will find it.
You'll... No, thank you.
Sam, wait a minute. Wait a second. Listen. When investors hear about this, they're going to be lining up to invest in it. Think about it. People love to gamble. People love to sail. So what could be better than sailing out to gamble? We're going to rake it in.
You might have something there.
Oh, you know I do. In 6 months from now, I'm going to pay off Nick, and I am out of here.
Hey, maybe by then you won't even want to.
Don't bet on it.
I'm saving my betting for Mr. Casino. Now tell me truthfully, did my singing really inspire this idea?
It was the song that did it.
Believe in yourself as I believe in you.
Didn't work at all this time.
What didn't?
Well, usually when I do that, you twitch your nose, wiggle. Even when you're asleep. Just shows me I can't take anything about you for granted, not even your nose. Come on. What's on your mind?
Nothing. Really, I'm just daydreaming, I guess. Did you eat some dessert?
Always.
Let's go get an ice cream cone. You want to?
You're on. Let's go.
Mom, if you...
No, Warren, there's nothing more to talk about. It'll all be said in court.
Mom, you're giving up too easy.
Easily. It's 25 years. I feel like I have battle fatigue. I just want to sleep for 25 years. I'm going to my room.
No, Mom, look, you're not tired. You're just depressed. What did you say?
Warren, I am warning you. I'm going to embarrass you by falling asleep right here. I can hardly keep my eyes open. Oh, kill her.
Mom, don't. You'll just make it worse.
You couldn't stand it, could you? That he stayed with me and didn't run off with you after all these years, so you just had to prove you could get him back.
Mother, come on.
Warren, don't interfere. No, you are the fool. You are the town idiot for wanting him still. Well, you can have him, because for what all he's worth, he is worth nothing to me.
I did not sleep with your husband.
I don't care what you did or what you didn't. Now you can just carry on your touching little scene in public wherever and whenever you feel like it. But don't worry, you're never going to be free of me.
I did not sleep with Lionel.
I don't care what you did or what you didn't or what you wanted. You are now have him, and you are stuck with him. And I am going to drag you through the mud face down. And I hate you both, damn you. Well, don't let me stop you, either of you. No need to pretend or hide your feelings. You can flaunt your sleazy feelings in public now.
Mom, let's...
No. I know I'm making a spectacle of myself. But I just relinquish that to them now. Just get me out of here.
It's everything I am, everything I want to be. I can see what's mine now, finding out what's true since I found you, looking through the eyes of love.
blame on me. It's like he's taking his anger out someplace else.
Right, at me. He's out to get me. He said it.
That's not fair. That's not your fault.
Eden, don't worry about it. He's not going to get very far with that.
Kirk, look. Look, you've done enough for me already. I don't want you getting into any more trouble because of me.
Eden, that's not going to happen.
But you just said that he's out to get you.
He's not going to be able to do that.
And how do you know?
Because, sweetheart, in his more rational moments, he has got to know that if he's going to come after me, it's the same as going after you, right? And he won't do that. He would never do that.
If somebody blew the whistle on me, it's the same as blowing the whistle on you.
I just don't think that it's that way right now. You know, he's different. He's angry. He's hurt. He could turn us both in if he wanted to.
Sweetheart, there's no chance of that. He's been doing too much covering up for you. He is not prepared to throw it. That's going to cost him his career. He will not give that up for a little bit of sweet revenge.
Kirk, you don't understand. He gave up his job already once just because he didn't want to be away from me.
Yes, but for you, right? He had you then. He is not going to throw his career away to have nothing. He can't give it all up for nothing.
I hope you're right. I've hurt so many people. I don't want to hurt you too.
Believe me, Cruz will never do a thing.
Good God, what am I doing? What is happening to me?